evening, everybody. I am Gavneet Kaur Pruthi, practicing clinical and child psychologist in New Delhi. Today, I'm going to tell you about that is your child depressed or not, and if your child is depressed, then you should consult clinical and psychologist or the child psychologist or the psychiatrist so that your child's symptoms can be maintained and he can be taken out of the depression. So let us see that what are the signs of depression in children. There is sadness and hopelessness. There is irritability, anger, hostility. There is frequent crying. बच्चा बार बार रोता रहता है और बहुत लंबे समय के लिए रोता रहता है. There is withdrawal from friends and family. There is loss of interest in usual activities which he was doing earlier. There is changes in eating and sleeping habits. There is restlessness and agitation. There are feelings of worthlessness and guilt. There is lack of enthusiasm and motivation. There is fatigue and lack of energy. There is difficulty concentrating. If the child is studying, then the child is not able to concentrate. There are thoughts of death and suicide. So these are all the symptoms if the child is depressed. If these symptoms are present for more than 2 weeks in your child, then you should consult consult the clinical psychologist, because the child is facing mental health problems and issues, and child is going through depression, and their treatment is very necessary, because there are a lot of strategies which clinical psychologists use to take out the child out of depression and to maintain his or her activity levels, normal activity levels and normal day-to-day functioning, to bring back the child to the normal day-to-day functioning and take out of the depression from the child's life, and also to change the environment of the home. So I'm also a practicing clinical and child psychologist in New Delhi, Janakpuri. If your child is facing any of these symptoms, that is sadness, hopelessness, irritability, anger, hostility, frequent crying, withdrawal from friends or family, loss of interest in usual activities which he was doing earlier, like for example, if he was or she was playing badminton earlier and now he or she is not playing badminton, now he or she is not playing with the friends and family with whom he used to play. Changes in eating and sleeping habits. The child is not able to eat properly. The child has left eating. The child has left sleeping. He is not able to sleep properly. Restlessness and agitation. Feelings of worthlessness and guilt. Lack of enthusiasm and motivation. Fatigue and lack of energy. Difficulty concentrating and thoughts of death and suicide. So take it very seriously if your child is facing any of these symptoms or all of these symptoms. So consult clinical psychologist or the child psychologist or the psychiatrist, so that you can take your child out of the depression. And we also have some scales by which we basically see that depression level, what is the level of depression in the child, like for example mild, moderate or severe, and accordingly we plan the treatment. So I just wanted to convey this message only, that if your child is having these symptoms, then do take care, do take help of clinical or the child psychologist or the psychiatrist, and take your child out of depression. Because if you do not take your child out of depression, then he or she can have a lot of problems in life, in every area of life, and depression can take over every area of his or her life. If you like my video, then please click the like button, or if I have missed anything, then you are free to share your comments in the comment section, and thank you so much.